I'm still walking. This takes a hell of a long time to do anything, you know. Do I have to keep pressing the buttons everywhere I go? Doesn't make any difference if I press them or not, really, as far as I can make out. They don't have any sound signals. Just to keep on watching them, see if they go green or not. It's possible that I should have gone up that way. That's probably the old Hamburg or whatever. That's probably where I ought to have gone, but never mind. We'll see. When I go over there, I'll check. So this is Festhalle, which means feasting hall. They have their feasts in there, their festa. Although it looks a bit like a round office block, when you go inside there's a huge table packed to the brim with like grapes and ham and what have you, and all German sausages. I imagine, I don't know. Yeah, Marriott's owned by Mormons, I was going to say a few minutes ago. That's why I try not to go there. I don't want my money to be financing nonsense. Sorry, I know that there are one or two people that actually watch my nonsense who are Mormons, and they watch my nonsense, so they probably will be all offended that I called their nonsense. So I've evened it up by calling my own stuff nonsense. But at least it's my nonsense and not your nonsense, so that's why I support it. And I've got the same muddy thing here, which is not really what I expect from the Germans, but never mind. They could have done better. But maybe they think this is a good idea. Maybe it seemed like a good idea at the time, in the words of Thomas Harris. Zublin cranes. I don't think they come from Eastern Europe, although they sound as though they should. So this is really a fork in the road here. Do I take the left or do I take the right? And I think I shall take the right. I pre-cached the whole area into my phone, but since I'm not going to bother putting this up in HD, there's no reason why I shouldn't let it run on a bit longer and just show you the whole thing for about 20 minutes or so. This is a bit more like it's on normal paved road now. Which looks more inviting, that way or that way? That's the question. I'm actually staying. Hell, I can't remember where I'm staying, but at least I know it's on Volterstrasse 29. One of the mid-priced hotels. It's not too expensive and not too cheap. It's green again. And if this works out okay, then I'll be able to go the same way in the morning. That stopped. Someone is walking, but I don't know if they're supposed to or not. Oh yeah, here we go, green. Now, I've picked the side to go up, and have immediately been rewarded with the fact that I can't actually go down here, because it's all, and I've got something that tells me that I can't walk there. Well, that isn't very interesting, is it? Especially when you have to wait half an hour for the lights to change. So that's really annoying. I think I will go back then, because I think I have to. So maybe I will pick this way, and maybe that's a good reason to actually go this way instead. So you can see all of the, there it is again, very tall, that building, and there's your centre. So if I do come out again, I'll probably be heading for that central area there. Whew. But obviously it's the best I can do, because you can't do much at night. Actually, I don't like that either. It's kind of making me walk down some stupid place. I think I will go up this way. Oh, here I am, green this time already. Start to walk a bit faster. By the time I'm halfway across, it'll be red again, and I'll have to wait another 10 minutes. I say blow that. Blaser das. That wasn't very nice. Okay, thank you. The bicycle wasn't waiting for me, but the car did. I wasn't actually worried about the bicycle. If it had knocked into my briefcase or something, it would have been the worst for him, I think. It is quite a tough one, having worked my way through 3 briefcases in the last 3 years. I decided, with my travel schedule, which is fairly heavy, as you may have noticed, I decided to get one that was as tough as they come. So if someone rides their bike into it, then they won't enjoy it. Motorbike probably be about even, the damage. Depends on how fast they're going, I suppose. But I'm not pitting it against a 4x4, sort of Pajero Mitsubishi or whatever. Right, well, this is all looking fairly boring, I think, isn't it? This is not the more interesting place that I thought it would be, anyway. It's all big offices. So if I can see that if I want anything interesting to eat, I will have to get on my 2 hind legs and go later on. Have to see, that's the other thing, isn't it? Have to see what they're offering in this hotel. Wish I could remember the name of the hotel. I think it starts with an M. But now that I've seen this bloody Marriott, it's knocked it out of my head, and it's not Ma Maison. Oh, well, I suppose I'll see it when I get there. The good thing as well, if you're on Google Maps, it has such a thing as this is in beta form, and you have to, if you want it, you have to ask for it. You have to go into and more and what have you, and then pull it out. It's like a little ruler symbol, and you have to install it, so it's there when you watch on each computer. You have to do it once, and then when you go into Google Maps as well, again, it's waiting for you, assuming that you're logged in as your Google entity. Oh, there's like a television tower over there. I'm sure I've seen that before as well. So all pink, illuminated pink. I'm gonna foresight. Somebody had the foresight to put a sign there saying foresight, Vorsicht. Yeah, this is Hamburger Alley. I suppose it's called Hamburger Alley because it's going north west from the centre, although actually it would be better to go to Hamburg due north, or even slightly northeast, I think, from here. One of the times when I was near this area on audit, when I was an internal auditor, I raced up to Hamburg from Frankfurt in about 4 hours, which really, I mean, I had an Audi A6 then, I wasn't filming, but I actually raced another colleague. I don't do anything like that these days, but I raced Andreas. He was still my friend, he was a colleague back then. I employed him as my assistant, and we both left at the same time, stayed in contact, became firm friends. Every day I'm playing chess with him, and sometimes sharing thoughts on literature or philosophy with him. A great mate. And I actually raced him back up to Hamburg from Frankfurt, and it was a close call. I think he beat me, but he is really somebody that knows how to put when his foot goes on the gas pedal, it goes right the way down to the floor and doesn't come back up again.